Claire lifted up her bracelet to have a good look at it. I knew this thing was useful for paying for things, but I think I just realized how valuable a resource it actually is. She could only imagine what life would be like without the development of the device. You mentioned added qualification. Hannah spoke up. What do you mean by that? With both hands gracefully clasped together in front of her, the dryad-appearing lady answered, For whatever reason, you have received a valuable gift. Her eyes shifted to look at each of them. But judging by your reaction, I have to assume that you are not aware of the gift. One of my fellow employees must have deemed it necessary to break protocol. Hearing what the woman described, Claire's mind went straight to Raven. If what they had received broke a Star and Moon protocol, she was worried that Raven would get in trouble. Do not worry. Though the person responsible shouldn't have done such a thing, each carrier of the item in question is given certain allowances based on the circumstances. The woman reassured them with a smile. Hannah let out a deep breath. Just like her friend, Claire felt a deep feeling of relief, knowing that Raven wasn't going to be punished for doing something to help them. Once she understood that nothing was going to occur, Claire felt compelled to ask, What was that stuff for? Nodding at Claire's question, one of the benefits is having a degree of a connection to Star and Moon, which is what allowed you to not only locate the shelter, but open it without having the standard authorization. The woman answered, This shelter was designed to provide security for the residents of this military facility when the inevitable demise of it occurred due to modified humans. How do you know about that? Claire didn't know what to think as she heard the woman so casually mention the fort being overwhelmed by the modified humans. Raising a hand to her mouth, the woman appeared to realize what she had said. I apologize. She lowered her hand back to clasping the other. I didn't mean to be so cavalier when talking about the fort falling to those monsters. As part of my responsibility, I've been monitoring what has been occurring inside the fort, especially the information being passed around by the various groups. Claire looked at Hannah, who was looking back at her. She thought back to Chelsea, wondering if their friend should be alerted about this information. Regardless of whether the military becomes aware of their network having been compromised, it would ultimately do nothing to prevent the inevitable conclusion. The Dryad anticipated their thoughts. Did you guys know about this fort being at such a risk? Claire almost didn't want to ask the question, but felt it was necessary to learn more about everything. Tilting her head, the woman said, It's not that we knew that this would occur, but there was a high likelihood of this being the outcome the moment we came in contact with those creatures. Seeing their silence, she continued, The modified humans are beings never before witnessed in this world. The way they're able to adapt so quickly made the outcome to be obvious. When the woman mentioned how they came in contact with the modified humans, Claire remembered that night when Raven sounded surprised that the two groups had been activated. Is Star and Moon able to protect us? Hannah asked, her voice shaking. In response to Hannah's question, the woman frowned.